I'm a cardiologist by profession. I was born in Bombay, India, and I came to United States and started practicing medicine. And somewhere down the road, decided to get into real estate. And we created Encore Enterprises, and you created a real estate company that we are very proud of. The simplest answer is, if properly invested in real estate, it is very hard to lose principal. And coming from India, coming from a very conservative background from my parents, my dad always told me, son, I don't care how much money you're projecting to make, just tell me what are the chances of losing my principal, and if there are any chances to lose my principal, I do not want to do that business. So that is very strongly imprinted on my brain, and I just would not engage into any business where there is a potential to lose principal. And as I mentioned before, most properly invested real estate deals, it's very hard to lose your investment principal. The second thing that drives us to real estate is one of those few businesses where you could be absentee owner, and still the process will run just fine if you have a proper management team, and that's what we have created. And the last and important piece that most Indians like is we need to make money 24/7. So while I'm asleep in my bed, our real estate properties, the hotels, the multi-family, the resorts, they're all constantly making money. So it's a 24/7 return investment properties that makes me very impressed about this business. In a very short version of this, I can tell you that many corporations run on child-parent relationship. That means people who are in the field and people who need to act, they go to the supervisor and ask for something. And the supervisor, depending upon how he or she wants to run the company, may decide to give it or not give it. If you don't get it, an employee feels bad and just like a child, starts crying and walks away. If the employee gets what he or she wants, they're happy and walk away with happiness. What that does is create a child-parent relationship, and parent is the one who is always running the company. We didn't want to do that. So we created rules of denial theory. What that does is the ownership of making decision goes down, filtered as low as in the company as we can. That means if anybody wants to do something, they have to send an email or a phone call or somehow communicate with the supervisor and say, dear sir, I would like to do this particular thing. Here are the reasons I would like to do it, and here is the cost, and here is the justification. And as long as I don't hear from you in a fixed period of time, I'm going to implement this process. So now the supervisor has to do only one thing. Either he or she needs to either deny it, modify it, or not respond, and the things will get done. But this theory of management has created a lot of thinkers, a lot of owners. As an immigrant who converted himself into an entrepreneur, I'm always looking for my people to become entrepreneurs themselves. And this is a small way of satisfying when people can make their own decisions, and only thing that stops them is somebody denying it. This is a huge difference than a child-parent relationship. The basic idea is to create a perpetual company. I would really like to see Encore on the planet 100 years, 200 years from now. Second thing we would like to do is that we like not to depend on others. We would like to take as much power, as much control on our destiny ourselves. And that's why we have created a vertically integrated company. What that means is that starting from brokerage to acquisition of land, to development, to construction, to management, to selling the assets and then reinvesting the money and raising the money for the next venture, all are part of the company that is managed and controlled inside the company and not be dependent as much on outside. So perpetual company, vertically integrated company, so that we control our destiny as much as one could. The Encore is primarily designed for our employees and their families, our associates and their families, and our investors. We want to make sure that our investors get the best return possible in this marketplace. At the same time, we have so many programs that we have allowed our associates and their family members to be part of Encore to get the financial benefits and other non-financial benefits. So at the end of the day, we want a company for our associates and for our investors.